Okay, so we're going to get going here as usual. So welcome back, week number 4. All right, and week number 4, we're about to take all that we did in the first 3 weeks, and we are now going to up it a little. So like I said, hopefully we could have a little bit of space to move. You don't need a lot, even if it's forward and backwards, okay, with your couch behind you, something that you could just come, you know, just a little movement, kind of getting more game-like, and we're going to really now attack from now on a bit more complex, high-level kind of ball handling, which don't be scared if you are still a beginner or intermediate. This is perfect because the way that you should be doing these movements, and the sooner you could get introduced to the rhythms and the certain kind of ball handling that we will be doing, the earlier the better. Okay, so I wish I learned this at your age or even at the beginning, because I would have just had that much more time to get used to the rhythm and make the rhythm, okay, a bit more natural and instinctual. Okay, and you'll hear me talk a lot about rhythm when I'm talking specifically with floating. Okay, that is what we're going to be working on today. If you ever see any games where you're setting up, okay, this motion that I'm doing right now, we're floating as if we're floating in the air. So it's all about setting up, and we're getting used to that rhythm, and we're adding in footwork. Footwork is huge, okay? So we got a lot to go over today. We're going to go through a quick little warm up, all right? And then we're going to get right into our little warm up, essentially, touch on the ball, and then we're going to get into the floating and the footwork. Please make sure that you are patient today, because it's going to be a lot of new things. And I remember when I first was starting off learning the footwork for the floating, okay, yes, it's a little frustrating because it's all new, but stick with it. It's not going to happen in a day, okay? And don't worry, we are going to continue this throughout the remainder of our 4 weeks. And so by the end, hopefully we are just getting a bit more comfortable with it. Okay, so we are floating today. That is the name of the game. We're going to first start off with just a little warm up. It's not going to be long, but we're going to get into some functional movements to help with our footwork. So as always, we don't need a ball to start. Okay, and it's just to get our body warm. We're going to start to go and move away from stationary ball handling. We've done all that we need to do with that. So we're always going to be trying to move, okay? So remember, it doesn't matter how much space you have, all right? It's just what you do with that space that's important. Okay, so we're just going to start off with a few little squats, okay? As always, this is a great movement, not only to get our blood pumping, okay, but as basketball players, we are constantly in this position, all right, and extending up for a shot, okay? Now let's make it more dynamic. We're going to step together and step to the side. Step together, step to the side. Okay, so we're still maintaining the squat, all right? Not so much a lunge, but a squat and stepping out to the side. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to go into a side lunge, okay? So we're going to take that step out, okay? We're going to push those hips back, and we're just going to lunge now to the side. Okay, very different than our squatting. So make sure our chest stays up. We're using our legs and our hips, okay? And just kind of getting a good feel, range of motion, okay? Okay, now I want us to do butt kicks. So bringing our heels to our bum, okay? Using our arms, you should be going from your chin to your hip, okay? So getting those actively going. Like I said, we're going to be doing a lot of footwork today, waking up the legs. Okay, let's do high knees. Remember, in line, hips in line with the knees. We don't want this, okay? Good. Okay, we're going to go to skaters. So remember these, almost like our step back. So we're landing loaded. We want to get far, okay? So really push off side to side. Good. So at any moment, if I say freeze, you should be able to balance. Okay? That's the idea. Freeze. Good. Okay, engage that core, use your arms. Freeze. Good. Freeze. Good. Now we're going to go up high. So it should be jumping over a puddle. Good. Same thing. Freeze. Good. Absorb the landing. Really jump high. 8, freeze. Good. Good. Now, if you've ever done an agility ladder before, okay, think about going in between the ladder. You're going to go 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up. Good. Yeah, let's try and pick it up. You're hopping through that ladder. Good. Good. Okay, high knees again. Okay, the butt kicks. Okay, let's do a jack, okay? So we're going to go down, switch legs. Okay, so from the side, you see how I'm not doing this. Go down with your legs. Good, nice, quick, working on footwork. Okay, very important. Good. Okay, last little jog out here. All right, okay, so hopefully you're nice and warm, okay? Sweating a little, which is good. We're gonna get right into it, okay? So we practiced, okay, pounding the ball at different heights, okay? Maintaining that pound dribble, and then also going up and over and with combinations, okay? Don't forget about that stuff. Even though we move on, we need all that when we are floating. There's my pound, okay, and different levels, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're still gonna work on practicing and getting comfortable with hanging with the ball and our hang dribble, okay? We're gonna go through 2 different types of ball handling, or really setup moves, okay? So you have a dribble that's long and slow. So for example, this would look like a long and slow. Long and slow, okay? Even if I move a little, okay, it's long and slow. Now you can see my positioning. Shoulders, we always want to be in this position, okay, for a crossover. So when we're attacking our defender, we're like this, okay? We're ready to explode out of it versus this and then going, okay? So I really need you to focus on, in this warm-up, being in this position, okay? Nice and loaded, almost always triple threat, okay? Shoulders over our toes in a sense, okay? Getting comfortable with being in this position, okay? So that's exactly what we're going to start off by doing. Just slow and long dribbles, okay? You see how I'm moving in my little space, okay? You want to practice, okay, a normal crossover, between the legs, okay, even up behind the back, all right? Get creative, just let the ball flow, okay? So, nice, long, and slow. Take a step, okay? Okay, you could even add in those combos that we did, but as long as it is low and slow. Okay, so you see, I'm not really moving a lot, okay, in my space, but it's just that idea of getting long dribbles and slow. And the reason we have long, slow dribbles is we're setting up our defender. They think we're not about to attack because we're going so slow. But then we set up and there's that quick change, okay? So give me a few more. Just let the ball flow, okay? Good. Okay, you're always moving with the ball. Remember, shoulders over, okay? We're in this position. I would suggest going forward and backward here as if you're about to tag your defender. So as I'm coming at you in the camera, you're my defender. I'm about to go and blow by. So keep going forward and backwards, okay? Setting it up, okay? Low and slow, long and slow. Okay, good. Visualize that defender. Good. A few more. Good. Good. Good combination. Good. Remember, you got front, you got between legs, behind the back. Okay, don't be scared to use them all. Good. Okay, so long and slow. The idea behind long and slow, you always want to keep your fingertips connected to the ball. So even when I'm coming here, okay, it's always touching my hand, okay? It's never really leaving it or tossing it to the other. It's almost like they're handing it off, okay? So long and slow. So as you do long and slow, okay, you're almost kind of putting your defense to sleep. You're rocking them to sleep. You're thinking, oh, I'm not coming for you, right? Okay? What you're going to do now is we're going to work on slow and quick, okay? If you see a perfect example in today's game, people are doing it, okay? Kyrie Irving does a great job. James Harden, okay? When you're here, okay? Okay, nice, slow, okay? You're doing it quick, okay? Back up, okay? Maybe you come here, 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 okay? You could do anything between the legs, behind the back, but the idea is it is small, okay? And it is quick. So different between this and this, okay? So that's what we're practicing on. Mess up like that, you're supposed to, okay? But you should be out of breath. So I suggest moving forward and back, okay? Getting a few in, okay? Okay, and then maybe back up a little and then do it again. Good. There's no specific pattern, it's all feel. Okay, it should be really quick. Okay, back up and do it again. So you should be out of breath. Okay, try different combos. Okay, a few more. Okay, last one. Good. Okay, so we got our slow and long. We got our small and quick. Okay? Now we're going to combine the two. So picture this in a game. You're going to your defender. Okay? Nice, slow, long, and then okay, and then back it up. Okay, go again, a few slow ones, and then quick. Okay, so it's all about lulling as in like lullaby baby, okay, rocking them to sleep, okay, setting your defense up, and then all of a sudden, going past them, okay, really going nice and quick, all right? Mess up, let it hit your foot, okay? You're getting used to putting the ball and wherever feeling where it's going, okay? It's unpredictable, this is awesome, okay? So, a few slow, quick, okay, and then do it again. Okay, different patterns all the time. Okay, if you mess up, it's good. That's why we do the different levels, okay, of our dribbling. Okay, the key is also remember we move with the ball, okay, and we are in that position here. Okay, it's not this, but it's this, pushing the hips back. Okay, a few more. Remember, long, slow, quick, in any which way you want. Okay, you got your 3 crossovers. It's good. Okay, give me one more. Good. Okay, so let's get water. All right, that is our warm-up. We're all done for warm-up. Okay, as you're getting water, remember, okay, we want to get comfortable in this position. Okay, hips are back, we're leaning over. So we're getting ready to attack our defender and explode from here, okay? So getting used to hanging it, but switching up now. We've done the intensity of the ball, okay? We're changing up the pace of the ball. The pace, slow, quick, okay? 2 different paces, and then your pounds and intensities, okay? So keep with that, all right? Remember, it's all about feel for the ball, okay? And getting creative. Could be here, okay? Here to here. We got our combo dribbles, okay? Our circle, okay? It's fun. It's playtime, right? Okay? So today, now we're going to get into floating, okay? So floating, okay? Once again, we are setting ourselves up for an attack, okay? So we are setting our defense up, and then we're going here. If you see from the side, and I'm attacking the net, I'm setting them up, and then I could be going here, all right? I'm setting them up, here, okay? But it's all in this, okay? This is what we are getting to, okay? Floating, setting up for your move to accelerate, either attacking to the basket, okay? Or you're attacking into a shot, okay? But it starts with your footwork, and that's what floating is, okay? It's almost like a dance, okay? And this is the rhythm you need to have, okay? So the footwork, okay? Let's all start with the ball in our right hand, okay? With floating, it's 3 steps. So if we have the ball in our right hand, we remember our circle dribble, right? Okay? We did our circle dribble. Okay, we use the circle dribble to set up our float, okay? So we circle out, okay? The key with the float, 3 steps. So it's in our right hand. We're going to take a small step with our right foot as we dribble the ball. So it's going to look like this, okay? All right? So when we dribble this, okay, this now, okay, is what's setting ourselves up for our inside, outside. And what I mean by that is, look, here, inside, outside. Okay, let's all practice that. Ball's in our right hand. We circle. Yes, Malachi, perfect. Here, small, 1, 2. Okay, you have the ball, small step, 1, 2. So you're taking a small step with your right foot and then left, right. Okay, so small, left, right. Now, the very important thing is, look where my feet are. Here, they have to come off the ground. 2 feet. That is the most important part with the float dribble. Okay, you can't do this. Okay, it's not the same. But when you're here, you're unpredictable. You could go this way. You could go into a shot. Okay, but you must get 2 feet up off the ground. So what we're going to do, we are going to circle dribble. Okay, circle, 1, 2. We're going to come back to the middle. Okay, circle. We're going to go all one side first, okay, before we start to go back and forth, just so that we get the rhythm, okay? So circle, 1, 2. Take that dribble, okay? Circle, 1, 2, okay? And play around with it. Here, maybe to a shot, okay? Here, to, I'm pretending now to drive, okay? But the most important thing is small step, 1, 2. Okay, so let's play around with it. Always come back to the middle. Okay, but most important, little foot, little step with your right, left, right. Okay. Keep that circle dribble. Good. Okay. Now let's go to the left-hand side. So the ball is in our left hand. We take a small step with our left foot. Okay, so small with the left, and then we go inside, outside. Okay, so take a small with the left, inside, outside. Okay, perfect. Small step, inside, outside. Small step, right, left. Okay, so circle to a shot, circle to a drive. Okay, play around with it, but get used to floating up and moving with the ball. The other key thing with floating is you're always moving with the ball. Okay, with the ball. Okay. Later on, in a few weeks' time, we're going to be introducing something that's a little opposite, but we're not there yet, okay? So now I want us to go back and forth, okay? We're still going to break it down a little. We're going to go inside, outside. Now we're here. Now let's go to here. Inside, outside. Take pause. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay? So let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. So we're just circling. Okay, remember, we're going left, little left step, inside, outside. Good. So now that we got that, okay, so we got the circle, okay, we're here. Now we're going to do the crossover, the normal crossover, so that we could go continuous, okay? So when we're crossing over, the exact same thing. If we're going to go to the left, okay, ball's in my right hand, I'm going to take a little step, 1, 2. Little step, 1, 2. Move with the ball, 1, 2. 1, 2. Ball's in our left hand. We take that little step, 1, 2. Okay? Now, sometimes if you break it down too much, okay, we could get a bit lost. So now it needs to look like this. 1, 2. See how I'm now floating? I'm still getting my feet up off the ground. Okay, a normal crossover. And you see how our hang dribble is getting now put into play. So I just want us to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Getting those 2 feet up off the ground. So it's almost like a little dance. Good. Remember, small, 1, 2. Okay? So small, 1, 2, small, 1, 2. So you see how your feet have to move, okay, quick. And they got to get up off the ground to do so, okay? Now, you see my shoulders and how I'm moving with it, getting a little theatrical, okay? This is how you're setting up your crossover. Okay, so start to play with that. Get comfortable. Okay, most importantly, 2 feet up off the ground, inside, outside. Okay, good. So now that we have the circle dribble, so we could do circle, cross, 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 circle, okay? I now want you to go continuous, okay? So you may go circle, cross, circle, but it's all about moving with the ball, okay? Just playing around with it, okay? But keeping this rhythm, okay? 2 feet up off the ground, inside, outside, add a circle, add your crossover, okay? Nice and big, 2 feet up off the ground, inside, outside, go the same way, okay? It could even look like that, okay? Or you could go back and forth. Okay, unpredictable, just flow with the ball. Okay, remember, we're staying shoulders over our knees. Good, good floating. Okay, we got the circle. We got our normal crossover. Now we're going to attempt to add in the through the legs. Okay, it's the exact same. So we're going through the legs. 1, 2. Go through the legs. 1, 2. So if it looks, we're floating just here. Okay, my footwork stays the same, but the ball is just going everywhere. Okay, so try through the legs, behind the back. Okay, but the key thing is that it's inside, outside, okay? And you're getting used to just floating. 2 feet up off the ground. Good. Remember, 1, 2, inside, outside. Okay, the more that you become comfortable with this rhythm, okay, the more fluidity, okay, and the more unpredictable you are to a defender. Because you don't know when you're coming out of this break. All right? So keep playing with it. Keep floating. Okay, behind the back. Between legs. Okay, up and down. Woo. Key thing is, remember, keep going. Okay, you want inside, outside, inside, outside. If I don't know if it may help if I face the same way you are, okay? But it's going right, 1, 2, okay? You're going this way, 1, 2. So we go to the right, small step, okay? 1, 1, 2. We go to the left. Small step. 1, 2. Okay? I don't know if that helped if I face that way. All right. But let's just keep playing with it. Okay? Floating. Okay? Try your different crossovers. Maybe even combine them between legs, behind the back. Behind the back, behind the back. Okay? But remember, you're always moving with the ball. Okay, just let the ball flow wherever it wants to go. But as long as you're moving with it, okay, whichever way the ball is going to go, you're going to go with it, okay? So if you're pushing it over here, you should be going over here, not like this, okay? That's something different. We'll get to that, okay? But today, if you're going through the legs this way, you are going to be floating this way. Think about it in a game, okay? So you're setting up your defender, okay? And you're coming back, okay? Am I going now? Nope, nope. Okay, I'm just setting them up. So the earlier you can get used to this rhythm, okay, in the footwork, okay, the better. Versus when I learned it, I was a bit later in my career when I learned it. Good. So you can see how you could just do this in your house. Okay, you don't need anything. Okay, but the key thing is that we're going inside, outside, 2 feet up off the ground. Okay, so let's see. I want to just hold us to only doing between the legs and behind the back. All right, so only between the legs and behind the back. 1, 2. Okay. Try continuous behind the back. Try continuous between the legs. Okay. The beauty is you put it through, you land, and you're in the air and catching it before you're going here. Got back up for my feet. Good. Yeah, let's try behind the back, continuous. Okay, it's good. Remember, don't get frustrated. It's a lot, okay? But that's how we learn, okay? Let's try behind the back, floating. Move with it. Okay, remember your 1, 2, outside, inside. Okay, if you have to break it down and then just catch it, that's fine too. Catch it. Okay, and just get used to throwing it behind your back and then lifting up your feet. Because eventually you get here. Okay? But if you got to go like this first, maybe that's fine. And then maybe you try, okay, going 2 in a row. Okay? And maybe you try 3 in a row. All right? And then eventually you just get used to the ball, comfortable with the ball. Good. Okay, let's play around with it a few more times. Okay, you could do all the crossovers now. Picking those 2 feet up off the ground. Okay, picture yourself in a game, setting up a defender. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're setting them up. Here, we could be going, okay? Now this is where you actually have to make sure that these are purposeful reps, okay? So you're doing it with a purpose. Now put yourself mentally in that situation in a game, okay? Okay, make sure you are also trying both ways. Okay, we know between the legs and behind the back, going one way is going to be stronger than the other. You need to make sure you can do both. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Okay, let's get some water, okay? Woo. Okay. So the last thing I'm going to kind of show you, and we're going to build on it towards next week, okay, is a cross step, okay? So once we're coming out of the float dribble now, okay, now that we're fine, okay, we're making the defense really think, okay, like when are you going to go? When are you going to go? Okay? Now when we get out of the move, okay, it's about pausing, okay? The footwork is very important, okay, that we are going, crossing here, okay? Remember how we did skaters in the beginning? There's reason, and even the step back, okay? The key with the footwork is a cross step, okay? So I want us to just practice pausing here, getting comfortable with not only the one foot, okay, but our shoulders over our toes again. We're here, cross, cross, stick it, okay? Once again, almost like a dance move, okay? Stick, 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 okay? So when we're doing that, we're doing a float dribble. We're here, okay? We're floating and we're stopping, okay? So practice a float, take a dribble, and here. And this is all setting up for a crossover, essentially. But we need to get the footwork first and get used to stopping like this, okay? So when we do this, okay, we're going between the legs, okay? So if we're here, I want us to cross, okay? And it's cross, 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 cross. So we are tossing the ball and we're stopping, okay? We're tossing and stopping, okay? So we beat our defender, we're crossing, crossing, okay? So I want us to really pause and here. Cross, 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 okay? We're getting used to, once again, okay, our shoulders just in a normal crossover, okay? Cross, 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 okay? So just do a few of these, okay? Okay, so you are tossing the ball, and the way that you are going is determined by wherever you're tossing it. So if you're tossing it to the left, you're going left. Just think about it. In a game, you cross over here, you want to keep going, okay? You cross over here, you want to keep going, okay? But we're getting used to stopping here. Okay, all quick footwork, okay? So now we're going to try it with through the legs. It's going to be our last one for today, and we're going to build on it next week, okay? So you'll see it here. The reason why we stick it is so that when we go through the legs, we're turning already. The tendency usually is and this. Oh, you didn't even see my foot there, sorry. It's usually this, right? Okay? This will feel weird, but the reason we do this, okay, is that we would really be going, but we want to catch our defense off guard. So when we're going full speed, we want to stop, and that way they run past us. Okay, so when we're going here, through legs, we're coming here, here. So it's here, here, okay? You're gonna step through legs, step through legs. And it's great to lose the ball, okay? So you step, okay, through legs, and you're coming back, okay? Remember, you want to get that float and that pause. Here, pause. Okay, pause through the legs. Pause through legs. Good. Okay, hopefully, remember when you're getting taught pivoting, okay, and somebody hammers a nail in between your toe and you can't pick it up, okay? That's the exact same here. When we pause, okay, we can't pick it up, okay? So think in a game, if you're going full speed, you're changing just like that, okay? So plant through legs, plant, plant, okay? And it's all about, remember, those floating movements. 2 feet are coming up off the ground. If I slow it down, I'm here, right there. Toss, 1, 2, okay? So we're only going to go for 2 more minutes, okay? And then we're going to cool it down, okay? So float, okay? Get that rhythm, okay? You want to plant, then toss. Plant, toss. Okay, shoulders over your toes. Okay, remember, getting comfortable in this lean forward position. Okay? We're going to go for less than 1 more minute, okay? Stick with me. Oh, wrong foot, wrong foot. Good. Okay, so it's like a dance, you can see, okay? 2 feet come up off the ground. Okay, we're nice and low. Okay, and we're getting used to that footwork. Okay, really having our foot really stick into the ground. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay, so with today, got a lot going on. Okay, our footwork with our floating. Okay, little step going to the right, step with your right, inside, outside. Okay, you can even do this at home without a ball. You can practice circle, inside, outside, circle, inside, outside. The key is 2 feet have to come up off the ground. Okay, then when we go, okay, stick, stick. When I was learning this is what I looked like in the gym, even before the ball, okay? Getting comfortable with it. So when I'm here, stick, stick, because we're going to be adding our floats, okay, into it, okay? So remember the footwork, remember the hanging, okay, and our positioning of wanting our shoulders over our toes, and we're getting into this, we're here, okay? And this is allowing us to change directions, okay, versus our defense, okay? But we'll build up onto it. Like I said, don't get discouraged today. It was a lot, okay? It's a little advanced stuff, but the earlier, like I said, you could start to learn it, when I wish I was at your age to learn it, the more comfortable you're going to get with the rhythm, and it's going to feel natural, and it's going to be just more instinctual, okay? So, well done today. We are going to stretch it out, all right? And then we're going to get you out of here. So we're going to do a little bit of the dynamic one, okay? You can face the side. Okay, you're going to lunge forward, okay? And you're going to put that knee on the ground, and you're going to try and reach back, okay, as far as you can, feeling that stretch inside or along the front of your leg with your hip, okay? Then you want to take it down, okay? You are going to open up, face this way, okay? Open up, all right? Okay, a few times. Good. Nice, good, healthy spinal rotation as well. Okay, we're going to pick that foot up. Okay, we're going to go the other way. Okay, reach back. Okay, as far as your hips will take you. I have tighter hips. Okay, sink low, come to the front. Okay, and open up. Okay, a few times. Good. Okay. We're then going to come over. Okay. You did this one before. Okay. Our back leg is going to bend, and we're going to try and go as far to the ground as possible. Remember, if you got to stop here, you stop here. If your hands can reach to the floor, it's great. You want to push your hips up and back. That back leg is bent, so you should be feeling it right at the side, okay, in your butt and on that muscle, all right? Good, remember to breathe. Okay, come on up. Okay, we'll do the other side. Make sure you don't do the same leg behind. Okay, bend it slightly, coming forward, nice flat back. Perfect. Okay, we're going to come up. Okay, we're just going to end with a few little dynamic ones. We're going to have our arms out here. Okay, knees slightly bent. Okay, and you want to try and open up like a T. Okay, take your eyes with you, very important. Okay, and you want to try and fight or face the side. Okay, once again, good, healthy spinal rotation. Okay, very important. Okay, last one, we are going to go to the side, and we're going to come up, just a little knee drive. Good. Okay, other side. Okay, last one. Well done. Okay, and then ending with opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, try and gang those hamstrings. They should be nice and warm. Okay, nice and controlled. Okay, well done. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Well done today, team. It was a lot thrown at you. All right, but hopefully you were getting the rhythm, or starting to, at least with the hang of it, okay, with the floating dribble. This will be very common, okay, and throughout, usually you'll see, even in the evolution of the game today, doesn't matter if you're really, really small or you're playing professionally, you'll see everyone with the float and the footwork, okay? So the earlier you get used to the rhythm, like I said, the more instinctual, and it just becomes a bit more automatic, okay? But it's like a dance. Don't be afraid to just in your room or downstairs, inside, outside, come here, stop, crossing, step. We're always going to be crossing, okay? Even picture here, okay, yourself in a game, all right? Visualization, equally as important, and making the reps that much more purposeful and you just being that much more confident so that when you do have the ball and you're just in a game, you're instinctually going to do it, okay? And I personally say that from experience. So the more you just practice and be patient with it, the better. So I hope you enjoyed today learning the float dribble, okay? Learning inside, outside, and your cross step, okay? Don't forget it. We're going to build on it next week, all right? But until then, get practicing, keep floating, okay? I'll stay on if you have any questions.